Hi there, everybody. This is David. And first things first, I just got to say this because I know what you're looking at. Don't judge a book by its cover. Whenever I first saw this, I was like, ooh, what is this? But the more I learned about it, I was like, wow, this thing looks fantastic. And recently, I came to y'all about, the new Chinese game, Sword and Fairy 4 Remake, and I was talking about the Wan Wan Sword Chinese game, and I started playing that. Whenever I first booted it up, I was like, ooh. But the more I played it, I'm like, wow, this is actually a really good game, graphics aside. So again, don't judge a book by its cover. So what I'm showing you here is a game called Tensei no Uda, and it is getting an English translation, and I do want to tell you all about it today, and I definitely do support the sub as you come and join my party and you level on up with me. Thank you so much for your sub, your like, and your hype. It helps me out a ton. So what's going on here is this game and its sequel, Tensei no Uda and Tensei no Uda 2, are both getting bundled together physically and released in America physically and digitally. It is coming out physically by Limited Run Games. I will have a link to that below. It was actually one of the launch titles for the TurboGrafx 16 back in the day, but again, only in Japan. Came out in 1991, and then the sequel came out in 1993, and it's set 100 years later after the first game right there. There's also a third game in the series, and that's not being included in this collection, which really does suck. I've got to say, that's pretty terrible. The third game, though, has an English translation if you do a patch and a ROM, and it came out for the SNES. And it says that it's not a true sequel to the first and second episodes. It's kind of like a little offshoot side story Gaiden sort of thing. So what we know about this is that it's coming from Limited Run, and if you do want the physical version, it's going to be $45 for just the base game. If you want the collector's edition, it's going to be $90 for that, but it does come with some pretty cool stuff, including a double-sided poster, one with like the world map, one showing the characters, comes with the CD soundtrack, comes with a pin, it comes with a booklet as well, which I love. So it does come with some pretty cool stuff right there. This game is known, it's actually really interesting because the team that developed this went on to develop the Wild Arms games. And then the company itself, Telenet, went on to develop the Tales of games. So we can kind of like see where they started from here. And just in the same way that Wild Arms takes place in like the Wild West and Fulgaia, Tensei no Uda takes place in a fantasy realm of England, but still with like real world areas, like Stonehenge and stuff like that. And it's kind of taking place on like the cusp of the Roman Empire, whenever Christianity is spreading on into the lands, but people still practice like Druidism and all that kind of stuff. It's turn-based combat with parties, with a whole bunch of like secrets and things like that. It looks really cool, and I do have a little story summary here. This is from Noisy Pixel. It says, the first game follows Kairu as he searches for Claria, his fiancée from the Celestial Realm, after she's taken by monsters. That rescue attempt ties into a larger conflict involving the resurrection of the Demon King Lucifer. At the time of its release, its 5-member party system stood out among console RPGs, alongside its narrative emphasis on romance and loss. I guess there was a thing in the early 90s where RPGs went from 4-member parties up to 5-member parties, because they did the same thing in Final Fantasy IV. So that's interesting, and nowadays we have 3-member parties. Not a fan. I would much rather have 5-member parties, because I still feel like you're almost too limited with 4-member parties. Like, you can't really put in, like if you have 2 attackers and like a white mage and a black mage, you can't put in like that bard or that dancer or that, time mage or whoever, and that would be great for like the 5th party member to cover that. So that's really cool. The sequel, set 100 years later, shifts focus to a new protagonist named Fate, who meets an amnesiac girl named Liana. While the setting does change, the story remains closely connected to the original, bringing back returning characters such as Kairu and continuing its themes across parallel realms. So there really isn't a whole lot of information about this game out there in English, just that little story synopsis. That's pretty much it. The Wikipedia really has nothing either. The way that I learned about this game is from this fantastic video by Gnosis that I'm going to be showing you a clip here of. It's like a 40-minute video, and I'll have a link down below to the entire video if you do want to watch it, because it's really, really well done. And I just kind of want to show you what he's talking about in this little clip, and then kind of give you my reaction to it as well. People react to my videos all the time. It's high time I react to somebody else's video. So here we go. Let's see what Gnosis has to say about this.
It's 1991, the year of A Link to the Past and Final Fantasy IV. In this same year, a little game named Tenchi no Uta is quietly released for the PC Engine console. The game is set in a sort of parallel version of ancient England at the time when Christianity was only beginning to spread and when the Celts still practiced the mysterious religion of the Druids. Many of the towns and kingdoms you visit are named after real places like Exeter, Portsmouth, and Stonehenge.
I love that myself. I am a historian myself. I was a history teacher for many years, and I love it whenever games take place in the real world, so I think that's really freaking cool.
Exploring the world is one of the best parts of Tenchi no Uta. Despite the small size of these places, the villages and castles are bursting with details. Locked basements and doors, secret treasures, hidden paths, hollow waterfalls, fortress walls, cathedrals, castles, casinos, and bars.
Again, I love that. I love secret areas. I love going off the beaten path, exploring and seeing what there is to find. I love stuff like that. So again, don't judge a book by its cover. You can look at the graphics and you can see like, ugh, you know what I mean? But like, if it has everything that an RPG needs, who really cares about the graphics? I don't.
Graphical style may take getting used to, as the camera is pulled back more than usual, and the sprites are small. But the excellent choice of color makes this world vibrant and beautiful to see, from the bright blue waves of the ocean to the verdant grass of land. There's far more to do here than just look around, though. Where Tenchi no Uta particularly shines is the high quality of its writing. The towns are packed with NPCs that are full of personality. All of these towns are either hiding some kind of secret or have little stories of their own to experience upon arrival, many of which
I love that! Did you guys see the world map? Love the world map. They're sailing a boat through, which is amazing. Secrets in towns. Like, this is like very Dragon Questy. And it's like, you know, you'd have to stumble across the secrets. They're not just there. It's not like part of the story. It's like little side quest things. I love that.
Which are optional and easily missed. A day and night system also brings these places to life. During the day, more people will be outside, selling things in the public square, chatting, or visiting friends. However, at night, the public squares depopulate. Most people are at home in their beds or having a drink at the bar. Amusingly, if you reach a town at night and try to enter the castle, the guards will ask you to come back in the morning.
So yeah, a day-night system just like Dragon Quest. Like, and the detail, the absolute detail in the world, it looks just great. And yeah, that's just a small clip of Gnosis's video. And again, if you did want to watch the full thing, there is a link to it below. I'll also include a link to the limited run pre-order. You can begin the pre-order on January the 2nd, I believe. I want to say it is the 2nd whenever it starts. Yeah, January 2nd at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Begins the pre-order for the physical version of the game, so I'll include links to that as well. But this thing looks amazing! I love this! We need to show our support for these older RPGs coming to the West in English for the first time. This is amazing. Reminds me a lot of what they did with Cosmic Fantasy Collection as well. Gotta support that because I think it's fantastic. But now I want to hear from y'all. What do you think about this? What do you think about the game? What do you think about the collection? Have you ever played these games? Let me know in the comments. And as always, have a good day.